Well, good morning, guys. It's Pastor Andy. Today is July the 15th, and we're looking together in Psalm chapter 119, verses 65 down to verse 72. In this section of this psalm, which again is the longest psalm in the entire Bible, there is an incredible theme, and this little section is packed full of gold. I mean, this is awesome. I don't care who you are, you need this, especially in today's world. The whole theme, God is good all the time. And as a Christian, we need to know that and we need to live in that truth. Let's start the verses together. Verse 65. You have done many good things for me, O Lord, just as you promised. Well, of course he has. He always keeps his promises, and he has done a lot of good things, many, many, many good things for us as believers. Verse 66, I believe in your commands. Now teach me good judgment and knowledge. God, show me. Would you teach me? God does what is good, is what he's saying here. And then the next section he talks about God overrules evil and fulfills good. He brings good out of the evil. This is the big part. Let's just start in 67. I used to wander off until you disciplined me, but now I closely follow your word. You are good and do only good. Everything God does is good. Teach me your decrees. Arrogant people smear me with lies. Have you ever been there? Have you ever had arrogant people or people who are proud? And that's usually people who talk about other people, are proud people. Have you ever had people talk about you like that? Spread lies about you? I have. If you're in leadership, or if you've ever been in leadership for more than 5 minutes, you've had this happen. Here he says, the psalmist says, these arrogant people are telling a bunch of lies about me. But in truth, I obey your commands with all my heart. God, even though they're going to lie about me, I can't control what they do, but I can control how I respond. You see, as humans, we want to take the power of God on us. We want that all-powerfulness that he has. That's just our nature. We want the power. And we've got to sit back and examine, well, what do I actually have power over? Well, the thing I have power over is how I respond. I can't control my outside circumstances. I can't control what people do. I can't control all of the things that are going on in life. But what I can control is I can control how I respond. So God, even with all of these wicked, arrogant jackwagons who are lying about me and saying all these things about me, I'm still going to do what's right. I'm going to control how I respond to what they do. Their hearts, verse 70, are dull and stupid. Boy, sometimes you just got to be honest with God. God, these people are stupid. They're not getting it. They're missing the whole point. But I delight in your instructions. My suffering was good for me. Have you been able to say that? This suffering, God, it was good for me. Well, how is it good for me? He goes on, for it taught me to pay attention to your decrees. God, this suffering has been good for me in the fact that it drew me closer to you. It brought me to you. Now I'm paying closer attention to you. I'm saying I can't control what anybody else does. I can't control what happens, but I can control following you. And as a leader, which we all are leaders, that's what we need to be. We need to be that person who allows the circumstances of life, the difficulties, the arrogant morons who lie about us and say things about us. We need to allow that to draw us to God. I have in my Bible a quote from Charles Spurgeon, the Prince of Preachers, who said this: "The promises of God shine brightest in the furnace of affliction." While we are suffering, God's promises shine brighter than any other time. Verse 72, your instructions are more valuable to me than millions in gold and silver. Can you say that? God, your promises for me, your word, that relationship that I have with you, that's more valuable to me than all the money in any bank in the world, than millions and millions and millions of dollars. I would rather have you than all of the riches. That's powerful. You see, this section in this chapter jumps out and stands out at me because as a leader, I've had people lie about me all the time. In fact, it probably happened this week. In fact, I know it has. I can't control what people say. I can't control what people do. People will get mad at me. People will get mad and leave our church or treat my family differently or talk disrespectfully to me. But see, I'm not the center of my universe. I can't be. because my life is not about me. And it is good for me to deal with these things because it does draw me closer to God. I can't control them. I can't control the circumstances. I can't control the lies. But what I can control is how I respond. And I want to make sure that every time there is false accusations and criticism and just people with, I love how he puts it here, these people with dull, stupid hearts, I'm going to let it be a red, blinking light that gets my attention and pushes me towards you, God. I hope that you'll do the same. Get into this chapter, read it for yourself, and see what God has for you. And until tomorrow, God bless you and have a great day.